All right, this is the second part of Unit 7, Lesson 11, and we're going to talk about the mode and then review mean, median, and range. Okay, so mode I think is the easiest one to find. Mode, all you have to do is remember that mode is the one that happens the most. Mode, most, kind of goes together, doesn't it? So in this set of data, look at 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, 9, 9. 9 is the mode because there are more 9s than any other number. Easy peasy, right? And especially if you have those written, remember how we would write things from least to greatest? You'd go 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9. You could very easily see that there are 3 9s right there. So when you get a set of data and you're asked to write the mean, median, mode, and range, right away write them in order from least to greatest, and all the other things besides the mean become a lot easier because you just have them in order. All right, now occasionally you can have more than one mode. So if you look at this set of data right here, there are 2 18s and there are 2 26s. So 18 and 26 are the modes. So you could just write it like that, 18 and 26, or you could just put a comma in between them. All right, if there is not a number that appears more than any other number, you're going to say that there's no mode or none. Okay, you're not going to write 0, because if you write 0, that means that there's going to be a bunch of zeros in your data, like that. So never write 0 unless you do have a bunch of zeros in your data. All right, so looking here, find the mode for this set of data. Pause your video. Hoping you saw that there were 2 85s, so your mode is 85. All right, let's do some practice problems. So we are on page, I'm not sure what page this is, 339 maybe. Okay, so there's a guess your age booth at the fair. One afternoon, the ages of the visitors at the booth were 22, 33, 22, 30, 33, 27, and 22. Find the mean, median, mode, and range of those. So again, I would suggest that you start right away by writing them in order. Okay, so I'll help you get started. So there's 22, 22, 22. Wow, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Then I see 27. Then I see 30. And then 33, 33. All right, so I want you to pause and let's find the mean first. So remember how to find the mean. You're going to add them up and divide by the number of numbers. How many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add them up, divide by 7. If you did it correctly, you'd get 27. Now, if you're using a calculator, most of our numbers are going to come out to be fairly, like a whole number, or like maybe 27.5. You're not going to get a really big long number in the calculator. In real life, you could end up with some really weird numbers, like let's say 28.137529. You're not going to want to write a huge number like that down. In real life, what you do is maybe you'd round it. So maybe you want to round it to 28, maybe you want to round it to the tenths, 28.1. You have to think about what you're going to do with that number. If it's money, you certainly would round it to the nearest hundredth for pennies. All right, but the problems that we're going to be giving you should be whole numbers or not too many numbers after the decimals. All right, so our next step is we're going to find the median. Remember, the median is the middle. It's the number in the middle when you write them in order from least to greatest. So if you were to go through and find it in this order right here, you'd probably get it wrong because they're not in order from least to greatest. So go back to your list here and again cross off high, low, yeehaw, one number in the middle. Remember, if there's 2 numbers in the middle, you find the mean of the 2 numbers that are in the middle. So the median, same number, 27. The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest. So one end is the high end, the other end is the low end. Can you do 33 minus 22 in your head? 11. Last one, the mode is the one that you see the most. And remember there was 3 22s? So the mode is 22 in that case. Now, if you're just looking at this set of data, these two numbers are the same, but holy cow, that mode is way different and the range is entirely different. So a lot of times when people have a set of data and they're looking at the statistics, they'll do the mean, median, and mode, and there might be some really drastic differences between the three. So then you have to decide which one best represents your set of data. All right, I want to drop down to the bar graph. Again, there's some more problems there that you could practice on your own. So here we have rivers in North America, and I'm just going to jump down to the question. How can you tell by looking at the graph that the mean length is greater than 410 miles? How do you know the mean is going to be greater than 410 miles? Well, if you wanted to, you could actually figure that out. Do 420 plus 470 plus 410 and so on. Add them up and divide by 5 because there's 5 rivers. But if you just look at the graph, let's look at it. I'm going to draw a line at 410, and my smartboard's a little bit off, so it's a little bit off there. But how do you know that the mean is going to be greater? Well, take a look at Illinois. That's bigger than 410. This one's way bigger than 410. Bigger, bigger. How could you tell? Well, most of the bars in the bar graph are bigger than 410. So a quick, easy way to see that. Number 19 is asking you how you can find the median, by looking at the graph. Remember, the median is writing them in order from high to low. Okay, so I'm just going to go great to small rather than small to great. So this one's the tallest, that one's the second tallest, 3, 4, 5. So which one's in the middle? The 3 would be in the middle, right? Because you've got 2 higher, 2 lower. So the Salmon River is the median. So we didn't have to write really any numbers down. All we had to do was look at the middle one. So if you have a graph, you may not have to do a whole lot of calculating. You could just use your head and use your logic. All right, that's all I have for you. Good luck finding the mean, median, mode, and range. If your teacher gives you the chart, there's a chart that you can use in your folder. There's a Hey Diddle Diddle song that will help you remember what the mean, median, mode, and range are. And then there also is a video on frogs, or I think it's toads. That's kind of cute too. So good luck. Hope you do well in your homework. See you around.